Welcome to the National Institute for Health and Care Research Mentoring Programme and this professional development webinar series. In this session, we're going to look at peer support. I'm Julie Haddock-Millar and I'm one of the programme facilitators. And this session will be no longer than 10 minutes. So first of all, I'm going to talk through the purpose of mentor and mentee peer support and show you a framework for peer support that we use in sessions. Then there'll be some reflective questions and I'll signpost some additional resources to support your practice. So the mentor-mentee peer support sessions provide a safe and supportive space for you to reflect on your mentoring practice. It's an opportunity to meet colleagues and engage with colleagues. It's an opportunity and a space to share your mentoring dilemmas and questions. And it also provides an opportunity to develop knowledge and skills. We run two separate groups. So we have a peer support group for mentors and we have a peer support group for mentees. And that's so you can meet colleagues that are fulfilling the same role in the mentoring programme. We adopt the European Mentoring and Coaching Council competence framework, which is used for all mentoring and coaching programmes. Now, we actually have a separate webinar session which looks at in detail at these 8 competencies. What I wanted to highlight was the 8th core competence, evaluation. Now, one of the benefits of peer support is that it helps us to evaluate our mentoring relationships and evaluate our mentoring practice. Through that evaluation, we're then able to develop our self-insight, our understanding, and our enhanced knowledge of where we might like to develop our mentoring practice further. Now, if we look at the visual on the screen and the framework, the evaluation of our practice, core competence 8, directly links to core competence 1, understanding ourselves, and core competence 2, our commitment to our ongoing self-development. Now, there is a relationship between peer support and supervision, and I wanted to show it here on this slide. There are different types of supervision, and often mentors, particularly accredited mentors, will engage in ongoing supervision for their mentoring practice. Now, if we look at the 5 boxes here, on the very left-hand side, we have individual supervision with a qualified supervisor, individual peer supervision, in the middle, line manager supervision, and then on the right-hand side, we have group supervision with a qualified supervisor and group peer supervision. In some ways, the peer support group fulfills the need on the right-hand side for group peer supervision. There is a role for supporting one another and providing that overview in relation to mentoring practice. So there is a direct relationship here in what we're trying to do. We use a framework for the sessions, which we often refer to as the ethos for action learning. And it's where we share insight, we use questions to explore, we engage in individual and group reflection. We provide mutual support, which enables growth. And there's ongoing learning, which enables action. So this is the foundation of our peer support group. Action learning in practice. We start with a group agreement, typically around confidentiality and how we're going to use our time. Each of the participants might bring along a dilemma or a question, and we might focus briefly on a particular dilemma, or we might have time to look at several dilemmas or several questions that mentors or mentees bring to the group. We ask the mentor or the mentee to share their dilemma or their question, identify what they're looking for in the group. So what's brought them to the group for that particular session? We refer to that person as the presenter. The group support might ask questions and discuss the question or the dilemma. As a group, we reflect on what's been discussed, and we might identify learning, either individual learning or group learning, and next steps or actions that might be taken. So this is what action learning looks like in practice, which is a framework that we use for those peer mentoring support groups. So a couple of reflective questions. So if you were to come along to a peer support group, what dilemma or question might you bring? How might you effectively support others in the peer support sessions? As mentioned, we have a topic guide for this session and links to further reading. I've extracted just a few here on this slide. If you would like to read more about action learning or more about reflective practice and the EMCC Global Competence Framework for Mentoring and Coaching. If you have any questions at all, you're welcome to contact the programme team, and the development support email is provided on this slide. Thanks so much.